this customer had a question. What I'm hoping to do in this conversation is figure out where to find these DC disconnects, talk about different options for DC disconnects. This one has 2 strings, so a 4-pole disconnect would kill both strings. How big can we get? Like, do they make one that will kill 4 strings? Or, if he wants to plan for the future of adding up to 2 more strings?
The ones that they're looking for are made by IMO. IMO makes these rotary DC disconnects, and they're rated for 600 volts. And then there's either 2, 4, 6, or 8 poles. The round switches are the same size, but the enclosure they're in gets bigger. The thing that makes it a little more confusing is, so you find a 600 volt, 8 pole IMO rotary disconnect switch. There's still like 15 models to choose from. So now we're looking at it switches 8 poles. How many amps per pole? And that's where we would get in and look at what their strings are. Like, these are strings of 7 and they're 13.77, so 14 amps. A person could find a 600 volt, 8 pole IMO rotary switch where each of the 8 poles was rated for 10 amps. Would that work? No, I'd say, dude, close but no cigar. You're looking for a 600 volt IMO rotary switch. It needs to be rated for 2, 4, 6, or 8 poles, depending on what we need. And then amperage rating is the big thing. You need it to be rated for 20 amps or more.
So even though this one is just under 15 amps, my instinct is go to 20.
Yes.
So just a quick recap on this one. Because the voltage can get over 300 volts, we want to stick with 600 volts. We got 4 poles, let's say 20 amps. And then if he wanted to leave room for expandability, we could go up to, let's say, an 8 pole before it gets too crazy. If somebody was going to have like 4 times as many strings, then they would probably just want to put 2.
Yeah. 4 strings of panels is 8 poles that need to be disconnected.
And at some point, you're just going to get into like too big of a pipe run, etc. And it would make sense to just have dual.